Alright everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about my favorite type of perm, which is the thio-free perm. Now thio-free perms have a pH between 7.0 to 9.6, the same pH as the ammonia-free perm. Now on my handy dandy perm chart, it says with thio-free perms, or the thio-free wave as we call them, they are used for normal to porous hair, they process at room temperature, you don't have to add heat, and they produce medium to fine curls. And one benefit of using a thio-free perm is it may be gentler depending on the formula, because the thio-free perm does not swell the cuticle like a regular thio-based perm does. And one disadvantage that I want to bring up with a thio-free perm is that depending on your manufacturer, they differ in the types and the strengths and the formula. So one type of thio perm might be really nice and the other type may be not so nice. But in my own experience with using the thio-free perms, I've had better results, and they are more so, in my opinion, compatible with color and lightened hair. They don't frizz, and the American Board of Certified Hair Colors, the ABCH, they put in their study portfolio that the thio-free perm produced the best result when they did the perm experience. They had less breakage. With the thio-free wave, they use an ingredient instead of ATG, ammonia thioglycolic acid. They use either cysteamine or mercaptamine instead of using a thio as a reducing agent. However, even though these are a thio substitute, technically they are still thio compounds, so they're in the same family, but they function a little bit differently, and that's where a lot of the cosmetology books talk about that they are similar, but not quite. And that usually gets people confused. The idea is that even though they are not thio-based, they're not damage-free, and that's why a lot of the books will say, even though you find thio-free perms marketed as damage-free, which I have one of them, it will say on it, no thio, and it says damage-free perming. That is not exactly the case at all. At a high concentration, the reducing agents in a thio-free wave can be just as damaging as thio. Likewise, when I said before with the ammonia-free perms, they can be every bit as damaging if they are as alkaline, because even though you're substituting one for the other, you still have that high pH and you still have an ingredient that's going to break down the bonds. So in perms that are both the ammonia and the thio-free waves, like the Paul Mitchell, my favorite, even though they're both ammonia-free and thio-free, if you don't use the correct perm for the correct type of hair, you can still get breakage and damage, and it can be every bit as damaging as a regular cold wave. So I hope that made sense. To recap, basically, if you substitute out ammonia, it is still damaging if you're using MEA, because it is still a high alkalizer. It just has no odor, so it's a matter of perception. People assume it because it smells bad, it must be bad for your hair, which isn't always true to an extent. Thio-free waves come in a wide variety of brands. My favorite is Pravana's Beach Wave. I love this perm because with this perm, it not only smells really nice, but instead of having to puncture the lid, you have the perm in a handy dandy little bottle like this. It's strong and you can just put the lid on like this and perm, which I love. And you can even reuse it. So if you have longer hair and you use like half a bottle, you can just recap it and then use it for someone with shorter hair. For people that want to get the man wave, which is a man perm on a man's haircut, this is perfect because you can recap it instead of having to waste a whole perm. Zodos, you can get this at Sally's if you're a professional. They make one called Texture FX, EFX, and this is a really good favorite of mine. I've used both of these. I used it in my perm video, and they're perm for, they produce a soft curl or a soft wave. They have one for normal and resistant hair, the blue, and they're one for colored hair. It's for color treated and previously permed hair. I haven't found a real difference between the two. It might be in the pH range, maybe one of them is lower, but I have found that you can use this on bleached and high lifted hair. It's just the timing is different. The minute you put it on, it's got to be off like that. 3 minutes tops, do your test curl. That's the recommendation for thio-perm. ISO has option 2 that is really nice. It is less damaging. It won the Stylist Choice Awards from Behind the Chair in 2013. They use a conditioning pre-wrap, and then they use their perm, which has less of an odor. It still smells like ammonia, and this too smells like ammonia, but not as bad. And then I've used Lamar Inception, and I like this one too. This one smells decent, but when you put it on the hair, it starts to smell like ammonia, so this one smells a little stronger. So this one you have to be careful with, only because it is a little harsh still. And one of the better ones I haven't used yet is the K-Pack waves from Joico, and they make a reconstructive wave. It's a thio-free wave, and you can use it for bleached, tinted, or highlighted hair, which I like, and they have a huge range of it. So it's ammonia-free and thio-free, but they also say damage-free, which isn't true. It's really, if you have it in the hands of a stylist who's been doing it a while, then it's damage-free because they know what they're doing, and I think that's why they put it on the box. But if you're getting this off Amazon and you're not a professional or you didn't do your research with perms, do so at your own caution. And I find that thio-free perms, they are better with the flexi rods to do the beach waves, and it produces that nice natural curl. Cysteine, I don't know if you know this, it's actually an amino acid, so it may be called the protein perm. It doesn't swell the hair up like a regular thio perm would. It kind of just gently goes in there, and that's why the waves and the curls are softer. They actually produce results like this. Very soft, feelable waves and curls. It feels healthy, it doesn't frizz, it's not as bushy. So this perm is nice for a lot of younger people that are perming their hair, if they have balayage, if they have ombre, if there's multiple porosities in the hair, and you don't want to risk damaging it. That's one of the benefits too. It's better for a younger client, but if you're looking for a very strong, firm curl, use a stronger brand like the Paul Mitchell Alkaline Wave. That's going to be for your older client, because if you use the Beach Wave on an older client, it's probably not going to come out as wavy or as tight curl as they'd like, so be mindful of that. So thio-free, I think I touched upon all the great points of that perm. It's my own personal favorite, the less damaging. If you have any questions, comment right down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and in the next video, I'm going to be talking about acid waves, and then we'll see what we do then. So have a wonderful day.